Matt Reeves' Batman getting ready to go into production very soon, I thought I would talk about why I think Robert Pattinson is going to be a great Batman. Now listen, we all loved Ben Affleck as Batman. I wish he was still a part of the universe, and he still could be part of the DCEU. We just don't know yet because WB doesn't seem to give us any details about what the hell's going on in the future. But anyway, Robert Pattinson is going to be the new Batman in the Matt Reeves film. Robert Pattinson starts off, he does Harry Potter. He's kind of a little known character. He doesn't really do much. I haven't really seen many of the Harry Potter films, but never really saw him in the background. Okay, so he does that, his little Harry Potter thing. Then he gets a big break with doing Twilight. That was huge for him. And you know what? It would have been huge for anyone else that played his part. The thing is, for what he needed to be in that movie, he was. He did a great job at what he needed to be. That's how that movie was filmed and directed. That's how the script was written for Edward Cullen to be that character. So if it wasn't Robert Pattinson, it would have been someone else. He did a good job in that movie. He did what he needed to do. And then all of a sudden he goes and starts doing all these indie films. He gets out of the limelight, starts doing these low-budget indie films. People have told me, okay, so I saw Pattinson in the Twilight series, and then I saw another movie, or a couple other movies he did that were semi-big, like Water for Elephants. There's another one that has something to do with the Twin Towers. I thought they were both pretty good. But anyway, he starts doing the indie stuff. I didn't really watch any of that stuff, but I heard, listen, people don't think that Pattinson can act, so you need to check out this movie called The Rover, and you need to check out Good Time. They weren't kidding. This guy can act. Check it out yourself. Check out Good Time. Check out Rover, The Rover. He's killing it. His acting is superb. When he gets this Batman role, he's going to crush it. He really is. I know it's hard because we're still coming off of Ben Affleck, and he was a brute force Batman, which is awesome. This is going to be a different Batman. But, again, he is going to kill it in this role. I just know he is. If you haven't seen those movies, check him out, and you'll be like, wow, you know what? He is going to kill it. You'll see what I'm talking about. So it's funny how he does all this indie stuff, and then all of a sudden you find out he's going to be in the next Christopher Nolan movie, Tenet, which that's going to be a huge blockbuster film. I think they still might be filming that. I'm not sure. But he's in that movie, so he's coming back with that. And then after that, he's going to be Batman in the Matt Reeves Batman movie. So now he's like coming back with a force to be reckoned with. I'm telling you guys, this is a good time to be a DCEU fan, DC fan in general. We've got the Joker coming out in October. That performance I'm hearing is going to be phenomenal. Then you're going to have an outstanding actor as Robert Pattinson himself playing the Batman. It's a good time to be a fan. Let me just say that. But again, he's going to kill it in that role. I believe in him. I cannot wait. And to feed off of his role as the Batman, I'm hearing things about how this movie is going to play out. And quite honestly, it sounds really interesting. I've heard for a while, and a lot of fans have heard, that Matt Reeves wanted to do a different take on this Batman. He wanted to make it more of like an investigation. Because Batman is the best detective in the world, so he wanted to focus more on the detective side, which is never really in the previous Batmans. That really hasn't been that big of a key factor in the movies. What I'm hearing is that there's going to be a series of murders that he's investigating, the rogues gallery of villains, which again, that sounds awesome to me. When you're telling me you're adding all these villains into the movie, I'm like, whoa. I mean, of course I would love to see them all in there, but that's just too much. That's too much. But if he's going through these villains, he's going through these mob bosses to figure out who is doing all these killings, I'm all for that. That sounds very interesting, and I could really get down with that. A more grounded Batman. But again, I want the fight scenes. I want the action. That needs to be in there in order for this to be a great Batman film. Hey, I'm excited. I'm telling you, Pattinson is going to kill it. You're going to laugh at me for this, but I liked him when he was in Twilight, and now I like him even more. When Christian Bale was cast as Batman, I think he got a lot of slack for that, and then when Ben Affleck was cast as Batman, he got a lot of slack for it. And that's just part of it, but I think he's going to turn some heads with his performance, trust me. Let me just say how ironic it is that he finds out that he's the Batman when he's on his first day of filming of Tenet with Christopher Nolan. Like, that is very ironic. And that's funny that he gets to talk to Christopher Nolan about how do I do this Batman thing? How do I approach it? And it's very, very ironic, very funny. They're probably having some good conversations on the set of the Tenet movie. Last thing I want to talk about is the series premiere of Titans Season 2. Listen, guys, when I first got DC Universe, I first started paying for the subscription. I told people, I was like, listen, you don't want to just buy it for one show. And then Doom Patrol, Titans came out, it was amazing, and Doom Patrol was great. Swamp Thing was really good. The shows so far have been phenomenal. So now you got Season 2 of Titans that just premiered. Watched it the other day. It's a little slow in the beginning, but once it gets going, I don't know what it is, but I love this show. I love the characters. I love the take on it. The darkness. It's just, I'm obsessed with it. And the way they edited it was just like, man, this season is going to be huge. The characters they're adding, Deathstroke in it. Having Batman. That was interesting. That was interesting to see Ian Glenn play Bruce Wayne. It's funny because I don't know if he's ever done an English accent before or an American accent before, but he did all right. But you could tell that it's kind of funny. But no, it was interesting to see that. I'm still curious to know is he playing is he still Batman? Because he looks like an older Batman, and I'm like, is he still putting the cape on? I don't know, but hopefully we'll see him suit up or something like that and fight Deathstroke or help the Titans out. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. It started out a little slow, but then it got going, and this season is going to be epic. I cannot wait for the rest of the episodes. It's so well done. If you don't have DC Universe, you need to get it for this show. If you're a DC fan, you need it because this show is off the hook. I love it. Can't get enough of it. Cannot wait for episode 2. Thanks for watching, guys, and please subscribe because that helps me, and in return, I can help you. And as always, thank you for watching.